Hi, this is Kirk with another screencast on using Google Drive. In my last tutorial I showed you how to download Drive. In this one I would like to show you how to get Drive on your Mac computer once it's been downloaded. The three ways that I use is to either go up to the top menu bar and on the Google Drive icon, that's a little triangle, I click on that and I can open the Google Drive folder or on the web. And in this case I would like to use the folder. So we can also access this through the Finder window. You'll notice we have Google Drive listed here, and there's our folders that we had last time with our files that we have already synced to our computer. And the final way, which is actually quite handy and easy to get to, is through Go or by hitting Shift, Command, and A. We can open up our applications, and there's our Google Drive, and I would just drag that down to the dock, wherever your dock happens to be, and then you have access to it there. Once you have gone into your folder, you can create new folders by just clicking on New Folder, and there we have New Folder there. If you would like to have it showing a little differently, you can choose the different views. Many people like this, just being able to have everything in a vertical with drop downs. My preference is to use the browser view and go left to right. I don't think this view would be very handy, but you can choose that too, or if you want to just have icons. I'm going to go back to this view. Once you're in, you can then choose to start just dragging files in. I have a couple new ones on here. So in my desktop, I'm just going to drag in my Konica. And you'll notice that that starts syncing in a minute up here. As it checks there, there we go. If you drag in a file that you already have, such as this first folder, it'll ask you, do you want to replace it or do you want to not put it in there? I'm going to choose replace because most often if there's any changes, the most recent changes will be something that's already on my computer, not something that I have already dragged in there. So I'm going to replace it. And you notice these are disappearing from the desktop. So I can just keep dragging these in. This one I'll put in my next step one just to mix it up a little bit. Inventory can go into my desktop. That's already there. We'll replace it. And so on and so forth. Now, maybe that's something that I want to have up on my desktop. So one of the things I can do is, when it's highlighted, I can choose File and Make Alias, and the keyboard shortcut is Command L. So I am going to do that, and this makes an alias for me. So I can drag that to the desktop. Now, if I close the Finder window, I have access to all of my files there in a new Finder window, but everything is still in Drive. This is strictly a shortcut. If I get rid of that, drag that down to the trash, you'll notice I still have that there. If I go into my Drive and desktop, I still have my first folder there. Nothing's been lost because all I had was an alias. It's just merely a shortcut. So that's a good way to clean up your desktop, get everything up to be backed up. But if you still have files you want on your desktop or folders, you can create aliases that will allow you to use them just like you had been, but everything is still being backed up. The files are not actually on your desktop, they're stored in your Drive. That's all I have for now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future tutorials on using Google Drive and other Google products.